Hey YouTube fam, I'm coming to you from rural Alaska, my home. The sun cannot make up its mind today. It was beautiful this morning. If you can see, there is partly cloudy skies, but the sun is blocked by a giant cloud. So I've been trying to sit outside today, and every time the sun comes out, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go outside, try to get some sun on my skin. And lo and behold, it's just a little breezy up there, I guess, and just keeps blowing these big old clouds. But thankful it's not raining. That is a huge plus. Here I am, just alone. If you don't know, my name is Carissa McElwain, and I have 6 kids. Here's my home. I have a charger attached to my phone that I need to go plug in somewhere else. This is my lovely house. I am a mom of 6, and I am about to be 36 years old. I have a mixture of eclectic, vintage, your mom home decor style. I don't really stick with the trends and things like that. I still have picture frames on the wall. I got Pioneer Woman in my kitchen. But that's okay. I love my house. I'm gonna pull my charger. It's like a dog because it just got stuck in. There we go. Okay, come on, little doggy. I'm gonna plug you in, in a different room. Sometimes when I try to do simple tasks like crawl under a side table and plug in a charger, I feel my age because it's harder than it used to be and harder than it should be. Anyways, here I am in our den. It's toasty. I have a fire going. It's kind of dying right now. My vacuum and some trash that needs to go out. I was watching YouTube vlogs on Hawaii because if you also don't know, I am trying to get my YouTube up and running so that, trying to get my YouTube channel up and running so that I can be a travel vlogger with our 6 kids and we can travel to Hawaii and Alaska and I can share about our Alaska life, rural Alaska. And then I kind of want to move to rural Hawaii, Big Island, probably Hilo side. There's a lot that appeals to me there, and I love Oahu, but I love it for like vacationing and visiting. And since I was 11 years old, we lived in Hawaii when I was a kid, and I always promised myself I would go back, and then I would take my husband and my kids, and we would live there, just snowbird. I don't think I would want to live there full time because I love Alaska. There's so many things about Alaska that I love, especially in the summer. I love the summers. They're sometimes rainy, sometimes kind of ick. But when they're sunny, it's amazing. I get to go see my family. They live back on the mainland where I'm from. But I love the summers because when it's sunny, we have so much fun. And then I love fall and I love the transition. Like fall is just my favorite, but I love the transition of fall to winter around the end of October, early November. So I love the 4 seasons and I'm kind of an Anne girl at heart. Anne of Green Gables. I'm a romantic soul, and I just like have all these beautiful ideas in my mind of how I want my life to look now that I'm older and not having any more kids. My youngest is 5. We have a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 16-year-old. So that's our 6 kids. And I just want more adventures. I want to do more things. So Hawaii, it sounds a little bit far-fetched and like, ugh, you shouldn't go to Hawaii. You know, I get that they have a lot of issues with homelessness and things like that, but there's a lot of houses for sale right now. So I don't really feel like it's unjustified when people are selling their homes. They're either leaving or, I don't know, there's lots for rent and there's lots for sale on the Big Island. So I feel comfortable going to the Big Island. And my hope is that we can make enough money for me to buy a house in my name, or have my husband co-sign for it. I mean, we're married, but he has a lot. He bought this house, like we already have a lot of debt. And so if I could help alleviate some of that through my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my business. I run a business as well, mental wellness company that I'm a part of. If God would just bless me in those areas and I could make the money to pay for it, I would be happy to buy a house, have it in my name, and then rent it out when we're not there. Not like verbo it, but actually rent it like to someone, a resident of Hawaii. that's kind of my dream and my goal. Like I said, I lived in Hawaii when I was 11. I lived on Molokai. I wouldn't want to probably go to Molokai because it's just really small. It's very, very isolated compared to like a bigger island with a Costco and things like that. We already live super isolated here in rural Alaska, so I don't want to live super, super isolated on another island. I kind of just see us living on a little bit of a bigger island, but not like Oahu or one of the really big islands. I mean, it would be the big island. I mean to say, not on one of the busy islands. Sorry, my brain isn't working. I have mom brain right now. Anyways, that's my dream. I'm blabbing, but the sun's trying to come back out. My 5 kids. Ooh, the sun, guys, the sun. I have to get outside. Okay. 5 of 6 kids. Wow, look how much that just changed the lighting even on my phone, on my face. 5 of 6 children are in Kodiak right now. I'll share a few pictures at the end of this video. They went on swim trip all the way to Kodiak. Ooh, it's across the mountains over there, but they took the ferry this morning. And my youngest that went is 7. She's gonna go do swim training, learn how to swim. It's part of a school thing where they raise money to go on these trips every year. All the students got to go. My oldest son didn't want to go. I said, you're going to learn how to swim, because if we do ever move to Hawaii, which he's like, I don't want to move to Hawaii, but he's 16. He'll be graduating probably before we actually like get to stay in Hawaii. But this year he will be coming on vacation with us. I kind of hope to stay for like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, long extended vacation if I can afford it. So anyways, I made him go because he needs to learn how to swim, and they're gonna have lots of fun. And Melody Joanne is here. She has a cough, so that's why she's in the other room. She's not feeling good. She's laying down with a blankie. She's been coughing all day. I'm gonna go finish this vlog outside because, guys, in Alaska, if the sun comes out, you have to go outside. That's just like a general rule, especially if it's warm and not windy, so let's go outside. My phone is like kind of dead, not super dead. I have my Lotus. I normally drink my mental wellness watermelon happy juice, but I could say it is, but it's not. This is Lotus. I'm out of happy juice. Happy juice helps me with brain fog. Oh my gosh, listen to the birds. It's okay, Hazel. Helps me with brain fog, anxiety, stress, mood. Lotus helps with energy, but it doesn't help me with any of those other things. And Lotus tastes yummy. I love Lotus, but happy juice from Amare is so much better for you. It helps your gut health and your mental health, your gut and your brain, where Lotus kind of makes me a little bit anxious. It's not terrible, but let's show you guys the view really quick. Oh, the sun. Okay. Look at that view, guys. This is rural Alaska, Kodiak Island. I can't zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? Weird. Huh. I don't know why. Can't zoom in or out. Maybe because it's flipped. So anyways, oh, cloud's coming, but it's very small. So I'm hoping that they go that way so then I can sit in the sun. If you don't know me, I'm a hot weather girl. I love hot weather. Like, I actually recently tried convincing my husband to move to Texas, Florida, or the Carolinas, and he said no. He doesn't want to live in the South. He needs to live by the ocean, so that's why I said Texas, Florida, the Carolinas. I could live in the Midwest and be perfectly fine, like Virginia. Virginia is a little bit closer to the coast. Let me think. I don't want to live anywhere that's tornado-y, and I know Texas is kind of tornado-y. I don't want to live, I don't know. I don't really want to live anywhere besides Alaska and Hawaii. Like, I could live in Montana, I could live in Oregon, I could live in Idaho, I could live out west, because I was actually born in Montana and lived there for 9 years, then we moved to Alaska. But my husband just doesn't want to leave Alaska, and that's fine. So we're gonna compromise, and we're gonna try to go to Hawaii. The sun's covered by a cloud again. Got lots of cars driving by. No. Workers. My husband is a bear hunting guide. He's actually guiding today, assistant guiding for bear. So the gentleman hunting is just sitting around waiting for my husband and the other guide to spot a bear, and they go towards the bear and the guy shoots it, and then the guides pack it all up, cut it all up, do all the things, and pack it out. So really the hunter just shoots the bear, downs it, which I guess if you pay that much money, it makes sense to have, you know, someone to carry it out and all of those things. But my two sons, Uriah and Elijah, they're the teenagers, they actually both drew a bear tag. Oh, here comes the sun. They both drew a bear tag this year, which is for the fall, which means we can't go to Hawaii till after the fall, or until after that hunt. And then they both get to do that, so it's like a once in a lifetime thing. They'll probably never draw it again, at least not at the same time. I don't even know how many is in the state, but not very many, and they each got one, so that's pretty cool. I'm just praying that I can get this channel going. I know it's not super amazing right now, but we're gonna get busy this summer. If you go back and watch my tide pooling video, we did that last week. We're gonna do more stuff like that, and I'll show you guys like us traveling, getting on the ferry to go to the mainland and see my family, and there I can do like shopping vlogs, get ready with me videos. I could do more of that here, but I just am kind of getting a feel for my channel and what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna post. But yeah, we're gonna be getting out and about, a lot more gardening, things like that. I don't have any farm animals. I would love to have chickens and ducks and goats and a milking cow, but that's always been something kind of on my bucket list too. But here, there's too many bears and too many fox to do that comfortably. It would just bait animals that I don't want in my yard around my kids. So it's not worth it. But if we ever get to go to Hawaii, there's lots of chickens. There's lots of wild boar. I know that from experience when I was a kid. And I don't know, I'm almost 40. I'm 36 this summer. And if you've ever had a dream, you know what it feels like. I've written a book. It's on Amazon. It's called The Gypsy of Vilda. I wrote it when I was like 20, guys. Okay, it's a fantasy. When the whole Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings was popular. Actually, much older. I was much older after that, but I still, you know, fantasy novels were a thing. And I wrote that book, and then I self-published it, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about social media or promotion or any of those things, so I didn't do very good at promoting it. And I still haven't. I guess I feared rejection, and so I have a book just sitting there that could be very well. I've actually had like 3 teenagers read it that I don't even know, say that it was as good as Harry Potter, and I loved Harry Potter as a kid, and I'm not taking that as like, I'm not trying to be like brag. I don't think it's as good as Harry Potter, but they did, and they complimented me, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. You know, so I could continue and try to pursue that, and I might. I'm also an artist. I could pursue selling my art. I also did an audiobook for somebody. It's a book called Saving Faith. The author hired me to produce her audiobook, and so I did that. That took me hours, and I haven't gone through with really like promoting it because I guess I fear that rejection. And so starting a YouTube channel is huge for me. It's very outside of my comfort zone. I've done Instagram for a while and gotten on stories and posted reels, and I did digital marketing, and I actually made a lot of money doing that, but it just isn't my, I don't know. I just feel like I have a different calling. And so I'm going to try the YouTube thing out, even though it's a little outside my comfort zone. I need to get a drone. I'm holding my phone right now, so I need to get like, I have a tripod, but it's a ring light tripod, and I don't even know where it is. I need to get a drone, a tripod, a mic maybe. If any of you are YouTubers, let me know what kind of equipment is like absolutely necessary for good vlogs. I know a drone would be amazing, because then I could like drone over our entire village, which is beautiful and amazing. And I could drone over that, and we could drone while we're tide pooling. We could drone while we're on the beach. We could drone over the ferry when we're taking the ferry across to the mainland. Like, there's so much I could do, but I need to make money to be able to do that. So if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it. You don't have to watch every video, but it would be super supportive of my family of 8 and help our dreams come true. I'm going to try to get better at it as I go. So these will be the beginning videos where you're like, maybe one day I'll have enough subscribers to where it will be funny to look back on this and be like, oh, she's got, 500,000 followers, but look at her first videos. They sucked. I would love that. I would love to be that person and be like, yep, you're right. But I had to start somewhere. Right Right now I'm stuck under 100 subscribers, and I would just love to grow. That would be such a blessing. So I'm praying about it, and this video is getting a little long. I don't want to ramble. I want my longer videos to be cool, us doing stuff, getting outside, gardening, making it aesthetic, kind of aesthetic, pretty, me baking, cooking, mowing the grass, planting seeds, going to the beach. Rambling for 15 minutes can be kind of boring. So I'm going to stop this video. The clouds are coming back. I got some sun on my face. Anyways, I guess that's a sign to go back inside and start watching my shows. I was watching YouTube vlogs and just kind of getting a feel of what they look like. Not everyone I watch is younger, but they're either younger than me, quite a bit younger than me, or quite a bit older. Nobody in my age range. So the vlogs about Hawaii. The one account that I love, I don't know, she might be in her 60s, and her name's Nastaron, and she lives in Hawaii. They're retired there, her and her husband. She makes the most beautiful videos, and I don't know how she doesn't have like 500,000 subscribers, or at least 20K subscribers by now, because her videos are so beautiful. She has a drone, she adds the perfect music. It has to take her hours to edit her videos. So I'm going to shout her out here. I'll tag her. You guys can go follow her life in Hawaii, and Pahoa, Hawaii on the Big Island, which is actually where I've been looking at some houses, and I didn't really know when I started looking there that that's exactly where she was. I mean, it's a big town. I don't know exactly where she lives, but yeah, I really like her videos. They're beautiful. So I watch her videos because it just makes me dream of living in Hawaii. It's inspirational for sure. Her videos are really, really great. So go check her out. Check her videos out. I'm gonna go. Sorry for this rambling video. Hopefully it doesn't make me lose subscribers. Promise I have cool stuff coming. Beach combing, traveling the ferry, going to Soldotna and Kenai, fishing, halibut fishing, all kinds of fun stuff. It just isn't that time of year yet. It's still cold. Still cold and dreary, and it's like early spring in Alaska. We don't even have leaves on our trees. I shockingly have green grass, but all the trees are bare. We don't have flowers, dandelions, nothing. It's ick. So anyways, making beans. I can smell my beans. Yeah, this is more of just like a video diary today, I guess. But hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for following along. It's my flowers somebody sent us after my mother-in-law passed away. She was so beautiful. Gonna miss her a lot. Beans. Melody's watching YouTube right now. I don't mind them watching kids play and do fun things. I don't like the shows where it teaches children to be uncontent with their own lives, because all these kids have everything and they have money, so they get whatever they want for the sake of doing a channel. And I don't like the mindless stuff. Like, I don't know, watching people play video games and stuff like that is kind of weird to me. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a good day. Peace from Alaska, hugs from Alaska, prayers from Alaska. Comment what you want to see in the comments below, and I will take some notes and try to get an idea of what everyone wants to see from Alaska. When it starts to get warmer, we'll start to go on those adventures and get some more footage. Comment what equipment is non-negotiable for YouTube, for creating YouTube content. And follow me on Instagram for like daily reels, daily stories. They're not as blabby because they're just short reels of clips of videos and stuff about our life. blessedvillagemama.ak on Instagram. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I am gonna go edit this video, figure out what I want to put in, figure out what I don't want to put in, subscribe. It would just make my day to have you subscribe, so that we can go to Hawaii by this winter. I need something to happen by this winter. Money, I mean, I need like $8,000 a month just to make a move to Hawaii happen and for us to be able to afford rent. Unless by some miracle I can just buy a house and get a loan or something. Anyways, yeah, TMI, but too much info. But I guess, yeah, I'm gonna go. Just getting weird. I'm just a weird 36-year-old mom of 6 kids. Please don't judge. I'm kind of cool, but I am weird. What can I say? I've lived in a rural village for 7 years on an island. How could I not be weird?